Metropolitan Police Memorial and Museum, is going to provide us today some background of the fallen officer Robert Fleet, who died in the line of duty back in 1874, 9 years after the end of the Civil War, and yet here we are today recognizing him. It's all yours, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan. Chief Conte, official family, distinguished guest, active and fellow retired police officers, family and friends, and to the family of Robert Fleet, welcome and good afternoon. I represent the Washington, D.C. Police Memorial and Museum Incorporated, an organization that was formed in 2011 to renovate this unsightly memorial fountain, to build a new fitting memorial wall that will be behind this fountain with the names of our now 125 fallen officers inscribed on it, to reopen our police museum, and most importantly, to raise the funds the same as the citizens and business community of D.C. did in 1928 when they raised the funds to build this memorial fountain in 1942 at no expense to the government. I am pleased to say that we have been successful so far in having obtained all of the design approvals, completed our due diligence requirements, and we are now entering the final stages of construction planning stages. As part of our mission, we are always researching to add new or correct old information about our history. Our research revealed several newspaper accounts about the death of D.C. police officer Robert Fleet, who died in 1874. These articles made it clear that Officer Fleet had died in the line of duty, but he had not been recognized as a line of duty death. During those years, a heart attack had never been considered a line of duty death. In fact, at that time, there had only been one line of duty death in the history of the Metropolitan Police Department, and his name was Officer Francis Doyle. Officer Doyle was killed by gunfire in 1871. Let me set the stage by taking you back to August 20th, 1874. It was a cloudy night with rain in the forecast. The temperature was about 62 degrees. Officer Fleet, 32 years of age, a veteran of the United States Navy, and now assigned to the Metropolitan Police Department, 2nd Precinct, was working the midnight tour of duty, and like nearly all officers in 1874, he was assigned to foot patrol. Having walked the beat during the midnight hours in the early 1960s, I can attest how lonely it can be. I cannot imagine walking a beat like that in 1874 with no shrimp boat or little taverns for coffee. You older folks in the audience will understand what I meant by that. Accordingly, the news accounts, at approximately 1:18 a.m., Officer Fleet observed a house on fire a few blocks away. It was located on the corner of 15th and Q Streets Northwest. You must remember, in those days, there were no call boxes, no radios, no telephones, and certainly no cell phones. So he did the only thing he could do. He turned and ran as fast as he could to Firebox 79, which was 3 blocks away. Using a large telegraphic key to the old-fashioned telegraph system fire alarm boxes, he sounded the alarm at 1:20 a.m. He succeeded in turning in the alarm, but as soon as he turned the key, according to news accounts and eyewitnesses, he fell to the ground with the key still in the box. The witnesses ran to help him, but it was too late. Officer Robert Fleet was gone, dead from an apparent heart attack. He now becomes the second officer in the history of our department to die in the line of duty. He also becomes the first African American officer to die in the line of duty. Today, Officer Fleet joins the other 124 fallen officers of the Metropolitan Police Department who have those 6 horrible words behind their names: died in the line of duty. God bless you, Officer Fleet. God bless your family, and God bless all fallen officers throughout the United States and their families. As our motto says, we all gave some, but some gave all. Chief Conte, if you would please step forward, I would like you to accept this replica of the badge worn by Officer Fleet. This badge will be added to the Wall of Honor located at the Training Academy. It is badge number 13, the badge number Officer Fleet was wearing when he fell to his death protecting and serving the citizens of Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. Thank you, Chief. Take it. Put that on my legs.
Okay, that's all right. Take your time. We're in no rush.